What's up, everybody? Carolina Jackpot Time checking in. It's Monday, 1/8/2018. Tonight is the national championship game of the college football playoff. A long season has finally come to an end. Well, not so much finally come to an end, man. This thing, it really just seems like it started yesterday. It seemed like yesterday it was August, and we were watching week 0, South Florida playing on the road at San Jose State. A handful of other games that first weekend, and then we got into it full bore, man. It's went by really quick. It's been a fun season, fun year. My team had a pretty good season. Could have been a little bit better, but won't complain a whole lot about the final record of the year for my South Carolina Gamecocks. I believe that we lost to the teams that people figured we would lose to, and we beat a few teams that maybe people thought that we wouldn't beat. However, those teams may have been a little bit down, but that's all right. Beating them's better than losing to them, man. Anyway, tonight, national championship game, 8 p.m. ESPN, Georgia, Alabama, all SEC championship game for the first time since, I think, at the end of the 2011 season. It was Alabama and LSU. It's the last time that's happened. These games, these national championship games, for the past 5-6 years, they've all been good games. The last one that I remember that has not really been much of a contest was that Alabama-Notre Dame game at the end of the 2012 season. The Oregon-Ohio State game a couple years ago kind of turned into a blowout at the very end, but it was a decent game for most of the part. And, of course, the last two games between Clemson and Alabama in the national championship have just been absolute classics, great games. And tonight, I don't expect anything less. What do I think is going to happen? Well, you got to look at a couple things here. Alabama is not a fancy football team. They don't do a lot of crazy stuff. Pretty conservative on offense, if you want to look at it. But they don't make a lot of mistakes. Look at Jalen Hurts' stats. I think he's like 17 TDs and 1 interception. Their backup quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, or whatever his name is, he's thrown like 7 TDs and 1 interception. So they got like 2 interceptions between the two of them all year. Jake Fromm, on the other hand, for Georgia, true freshman, 23 TDs, only 5 interceptions. He has a higher quarterback rating than Carolina's Jake Bentley, Kelly Bryant for Clemson, or Jared Stidham from Auburn. Also has a higher quarterback rating than old Sam Darnold from USC. I think this guy has done more this year than anybody thought that he was going to. Nobody even thought he was going to be playing. I was looking at their stats. Jacob Eason's 4 of 7 this year for 28 yards. That's all he played. You know, he got hurt in that first game, but he could play. He could have done something this year, but they didn't need him. And unfortunately, with Justin Fields, 5-star recruit coming in, some say he's the #1 player in the country. Some say Trevor Lawrence is. I don't think that he's going to be around much longer in Athens, unfortunately, the way that was going to work out there for Eason. Good luck to him. But, Jake Fromm is the man. He doesn't have to throw the ball a lot. When he does, he usually goes to Terry Godwin, Miko Hardeman, or Javon Wims. Of course, you know all about Nick Chubb and Sony Michel. Both of them are over 1,000 yards rushing this year. Powerful team on the ground. This is going to be the toughest defensive test that Georgia's faced all year, though. Alabama's first in overall defense, first in overall run defense, and third against the pass. They are stout up front. If you don't believe me, go back and look how they handled Clemson last week. And, being unbiased here, I can't stand Clemson. The fact of the matter is, they got a pretty high-octane offense. They can score some points, and they sure as heck did not do so against Alabama. They were shut down, couldn't do anything, forced mistakes, and I can see some of that stuff happening Monday night. There are 3 or 4 linebackers for Alabama that hurt. 3 linebackers they got that are out. That's going to make a difference. That's going to make a difference if Chubb and Michelle bust through that line and get into that linebacker area, into that safety area, that's going to make a difference. I think Georgia's a little bit spent, to be honest with you. They have to be. From that Rose Bowl game where they threw the ball at will because they could. They threw the ball, they ran the ball at will. The Oklahoma defense was horrible. This one is going to be totally opposite. They are going to have to fight and scrap for every yard. And the fact of the matter is, Alabama's been here before. I mean, they're in this national championship game more often than not, it seems, here the past 10 years. Georgia, back for the first time in any kind of situation like this since 1980, competing for a national championship. So, you can look at that and say they're not experienced. However, their head coach is. Kirby Smart has been defensive coordinator at Alabama they was there from 2009 to 2000 into 2015. So he knows about playing these games. He knows what to do. I think they're going to be prepared. I just don't think that they can be prepared quite enough. I'm going to give the nod in this game to Alabama. I'm going to say that they cover the spread, which is 3.5 points, but they do not win by more than a touchdown. I think it's going to be very tight, and I think Georgia could win. Georgia could win, and if they win, I think it'll be, by 7 to 14 points. I don't think it's going to be quite as tight, but I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a good game, but in the end, I think the Crimson Tide are going to take it. As a Gamecock fan, who am I pulling for? I'm not necessarily pulling for either one of them. If I have my choice of which one that I would rather see win, I'd rather see Georgia win because, we play Georgia every year. And we played them this year and actually played them a pretty good game. It was 24-10. Georgia won against my Gamecocks the 1st of November. So, that makes us look better, if they win the national championship. So, I'm going something like Alabama 21-17. I just don't see Georgia winning this game. If they do, though, it's great. Wish both teams luck tonight. It's been a great season, and I'm going to hate to see it go, but I'm looking forward to 2018, and I hope you guys are too. I'll see y'all later. Check back and see how I did on my prediction. Carolina Jackpot. I'm out. Woo! Go Gamecocks.